Daniel Craig is in talks to star in the DCU Sergeant Rock film. Luca Guadagnino will reportedly direct the film. Bro, James Gunn and DC Studios, the moves that these chucklenuts have been making are so left field and so unexpected. It is giving me a lot of hope that they will actually tear through every franchise out there, including Marvel. Like a Sergeant Rock movie in the DCU, potentially starring Daniel Craig. Okay, he's in talks, but it's still hype. But the biggest surprise is the director of the film, which I'll get into later. But for those who don't know, Sergeant Rock is like the ultimate military soldier. He's in the US Army, he elevated to authority, and fought in World War II. And I know it sounds kind of basic, he's a soldier, but it's the heart of the character that matters most. Not whether or not they could shoot sparkles out of their sweat glands. But anyways, as I said, this is a very head-turning move because first of all, Daniel Craig, James Bond himself, doing a DC movie is crazy. The fact that this movie is a thing, regardless of whether or not it exists in or outside of the DCU, is zany because it shows Gunn wants to take big swings and not go for obvious choices. But Luca Guadagnino, who, if you don't know, is a consistent and in-demand director who has made numerous award-winning films, most recently with Challengers and his new movie Queer, both of which have released in the same year alongside another film currently in post-production. And that's a big deal because usually big studios like Marvel hire good directors who they can easily control, except certain directors who have provided some culture-shifting work. But James Gunn is like, nah, I want Hollywood's big dogs. I want them to cook. You see what I did with Penguin and letting Matt Reeves do his thing? Yeah, I'm gonna do the same here, and I'm gonna make a superstar from an unknown speck of dust in comic lore, that being Sergeant Rock, who they've already teased in Creature Commandos. So yeah, I respect it. Now, this will probably come out in 2026 or 2027, because there are just so many other movies that need to get made, but it's okay. Like, if it isn't clear enough what kind of universe DC wants to build, it's just going to be filled with superhero stories you don't expect to see superhero stories of.